What's going on, everybody, and good day, folks? My name is David, and I'm your host of this legendary podcast. And my name is David. I am the legendary host of this legendary podcast. Let's go, and you, my legendary people that are listening to out there, and this beautiful day today, we got a little special edition Christmas thing going on as I'm recording this. We got a little Christmas edition, but we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything. Just sharing a couple of stories here and there. And, as you always know, that Deconstructing Topics, it's all about this kind of feel-good vibe, how to make things happen. And you already know when you listen to this, hit the like, comment, share, all that good stuff, because we need more voices. We need more independent, thinking-minded people out there. And today's a beautiful day. Today's a legendary day. Christmas, for those who out there that's going to be too old, is they going to be talking about the history of Christmas? No, just a little bit of everything. For those out there, today's a holiday that is observed by many, for those in the Christian church and many around the world. For those who are not Christian, but do enjoy the festive mood, by all means. I always said about Christmas, celebrate it as you can, if you can, in the manner that you could be able to do so. Don't go crazy out there because it's Christmas. You need to buy presents, gift, and all this stuff. Sometimes, those things get a little bit co-opted, and sadly, there are times that people might not be in that boat where, how can I say, they could be able to afford, they could be able to enjoy the holidays as some can. But that's why we're here. That's why if you out there that for some reason is struggling, whatever, and I'm just hoping that you're listening to my podcast, because I got you. I got you. Sending my hearts and love out there for those people out there. And for those people who got it, surrounded by love, families, and so on. Hey, by all means, share the love. Share all that good stuff. But this is the Deconstructing Topic Podcast. And once again, we're doing it. And I just want to share a couple of things out there because, it is Christmas. And here in the United States, it's a time where everything, depression, all that good stuff. People get sick because it's that time. There are people that are in the cold parts of the United States. Let's say New York City. Today's a cold day, chilly day. Some people immune system, it's a little get shot down because of the winter time. But hey, listen, Christmas is a crazy time. It's so much to do, so much to think about, so much, a little bit of everything, basically. One of the things that I always have been an advocate about telling people when it comes to Christmas is that, hey, listen, if you're out there with the families or whatever, do the best that you can. One of the things that I was talking to my family in arms, if you will, is that one of the things that, because it gets a little bit co-opted, that when you go to school, and let's say I remember when I went to school, we had a little couple of tough Christmas, but, hearing other family, other kids say, hey, listen, I got this bike, I got this and got, how can I say? It got me just a little sad. But, even at a young age, I always, and it was being installed on me by my mother and even my grandfather, is that these are, gifts are physical things. And as humans, we analyze those things. We turn things into idols. So even at a young age, I always understood where those things are not the things that's going to make me happy. And yeah, again, as a young child, you get a little emotional because you just start to think, wow. But I always understood. But I can't speak on behalf of many people or young kids, even adults that are struggling, that might feel that way. Like, damn, I can't buy my family gift. I can't buy my gift because I'm struggling. Don't feel that way, man. Yeah, it is something where we do think about it, even if you're not in the sense of doing it for the sake of Christmas, but just for the sake of, you want to accomplish that you want to give, something, whether it's Christmas, whether it's birthday, whatever. I'm just going to tell people, just relax out there, take a little deep breath. And if those people who want, just relax out there too. Cannot expect things. And I think that's what happened. That we get caught up where people expect something during this time and they expect, hey, let's say we have kids or whatever the case might be. But sometimes we need to relax. We need to chill out. Because again, we analyze this thing, and sadly, because of how in this country, how they turn this into a corporate kind of thing where you give, 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 give. Relax out there. The most special gift that you can give to somebody is either your friendship, your time, your heart, your mind, and your soul. Like I remember a long time ago, my brother said, "Hey, he asked me, hey, David, what's my gift?" And I say, "I am the gift. I am your brother. That's the most important gift that I could give you." But that's how it is, and I want people to feel that way. Yesterday for me was a little emotional. We talking, networking, and whatnot. Sometimes in life, what happens is that when we struggle, and I say we, for those people out there that sometimes are having a hard time, that they believe in themselves. They believe they could do something. But every time, we wake up to the same thing every day. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's funny how time is going so fast, but that's because we basically doing the same thing every day. If we start to do different things, even the day, the minute you get up, that you start being grateful. If we start doing different things, you're going to start to realize time is slowing down a little bit. And because we're doing the same thing over and over and over, that's why time is passing by quicker. And a lot of us, including myself, a lot of people in the audience, we out there and we thinking like, hey, listen, we want to do something collectively to better the people. But we struggle individually, and I want to say that I struggle individually. And when I struggle individually, it's kind of like around the time where it's almost towards the end of the year. As for those people that there know, next year it's going to be my 20th anniversary of my infamous car accident. Oh, we 2025, I'm going to have the ultimate date with destiny. Or the ultimate date with the universe. Let's get it. Woo, it's you and I, universe. Let's go. We're going to sit down. And when I say the universe is life, and I always tell people, and some people have questioned me, hey, those people in the Christian church, hey, don't you give thanks, God, and God is everything. Absolutely. But when I refer to the universe, it's more of your universe and your life. What are the things that you are kind of been surrounded? And that's what I mean by the universe, because at the end of the day, you are the universe. You are that life. Yes, we want to thank God, absolutely. But that's what I mean. So for me, when I get into these little kind of, okay, it's that little voice where it's telling you, you can, but you can't. You could do it. You could make it happen. Nah, David. Nah. Come on, man. How many conversations, you get into that little inner voice thing, And then when it happened to me is that I tend to kind of retrace my steps, retrace my life. I kind of sit down in a peaceful area, whether it's in my house, somewhere, I'm in the gym, or even before I go to sleep, and I start to think, and I start to kind of think of things in the past. Because sometimes the seeds that we put in the past, they're eventually going to grow, and either you reap the benefits of it, of your crops, or someone's going to take it away from you, or you're going to forget about them, that they just basically just going to just become useless. And that's the thing. And I decided, you know what? And I remember this situation. And I said to myself, wow, I remember this situation. There was something about this person. And I decided, you know what? Let me do the little Google thing. Boom, boom, boom. Put the name, and lo and behold, there was a person that I felt a connection from my past from a long time ago, who has a business, or at least something, where they're teaching how to heal the mind, body, and soul. And I said to myself, wow, universe. Sometimes I'm going to start to say, and sometimes I do say, I feel like I'm living life just to tell these stories, but not experiencing them. Ain't that something? If you're listening to out there, raise your hand. Have you ever felt that way? You're like, wait a minute. And I made a podcast on predetermination, and you said to yourself, wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Why is the same thing happening? You can ask yourself every single time. It happens every year. Something is going on, but somebody has to do it. And I said to myself, okay, wow. But I can't make it up. It's like, what is it? Am I Am I missing a script? Where is it? And I came across that individual and I was like, wow. And I'm looking at their website and I'm like, wow. I was amazed. It's basically a little female version of myself because I am about that mind, body, and soul. Just got a different approach because I like to kind of listen to and experiment a little bit of everything. And what I mean by that is that, where when it comes to trying to find time to meditate, to heal the mind and body and soul, you could always, some people will grab the scriptures, the Bible, some people will do the yoga, some people work out, some people do this, I do a little bit of all. And that's the key thing there for those who are listening, is that you have to do something. Just can't sit down unless you not that mobile, but you just can't sit down and think that, hey, everything, like that thing with the so-called law of attraction, that's another conversation. Not a big fan of that. You just don't sit down and whatever, you make things happen. And I'm just like, wow, reading all that there, and I'm saying, wow, I'm telling you, it's a female version of me. But then I see the email and I'm just stuck a little bit like, hey, what should I do? Is there things in the past that are just good to be left alone? Have you, for those listening out there, have you done that? Have you kind of retraced your past? Because sometimes, depending on who you listen to, either they tell you, no, the past is the past, but then I like to think, and I believe in this, is that the past, the present, and the future, it's all moving parts at the same time. So basically, the crops, the seeds, what you planted 20 years ago, it stays with you until the future. And the future is here. The present, basically. So what you do back then, and I'm saying to myself, this is the reason why I did it. Why I retraced my past. Again, some people is going to be like, hey, listen, you shouldn't have done that, whatever it is. Again, we only know what we can do based on our instinct. And sometimes in life, we have to retrace the past in order to find something that we did. Believe it or not. And I found myself in this situation. And I said to myself, should I reach out to this individual? Hey, just saying how we doing, introduced to my podcast. Nothing crazy. So I reached out to a couple of people that are in there, and, to get their little opinion. And, basically, it's one of those things where they say in life, hey, you got nothing to lose if you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing that, people always question, hey, should I not do it? If you did it and you failed, at least you could pat yourself in the back and you say you did it. And I said to myself, and I grabbed my right hand and I put it up in the air. I said, empowerment, yes, let all this positivity come into this email that I'm reaching out to this person. And I said, like someone said, shoot for the moon, something like that. Shoot for the moon. You eventually land in a star. Right? You want to go to the moon, but if you don't make it to the moon, you're eventually going to catch a star, right? But I said, you know what? Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I sent an email. Hey, how you doing? My name is David. It's been a long time. It's my podcast, and boom. I'm sharing this story because, my podcast, it has a little bit of everything. And if there's one thing that I've learned, and one thing of the rules of the legendary Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant, is the art of storytelling, basically. You got to tell a story, if it's possible, because you could be saving someone's life. I'm in the train the other day, and I see this poster. And I guess New York City, the great state of New York, is kind of pushing people to, even though, let's say, if you lost a loved one, even though they're not signed to donate their body, their organs, maybe you can't make that decision because one lost life means 8 others are lost because of some type of organ, liver, heart, whatever it is. So they basically saying, hey, listen, donating organs could save 8 lives. And basically my stories could save lives here. Could save it a mind and save it a life. So when I reach out, I think a couple of days pass and then boom, I get a response back. Now, the response, I will not share it to you with my beautiful audience. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Everybody was in the edge of their seats like, what should they respond with? I mean, I'm going to say is this. And yesterday I had a nice conversation with someone that's very endearing in my heart, right? Someone that I was there for years. Someone that I went all out because I believe in them. From one artist to another, And we was having a beautiful conversation and, apparently she sends me a little, gift, little package going on. And as I get home, sadly, let's just say that the package was not there. And it's like, I started to kind of laugh. I went on that mode and again, not laugh like, yeah, It's like, all right, universe. You and I know that we're going to have a nice little day on 2025. Because it was 20 years ago that I survived that horrific car accident. I'm saying to myself, man, what the hell happened? So as I'm going home and I'm like, okay, we're going back and forth. I went, check with my neighbors. There's nothing. And I'm like, you know what, that's fine. Whatever you got to do, whenever you get a chance, I was telling the individual, you know what, just, I guess you'll do the job thing, send it to the job. But it's one of those things where I laugh because I often have said, and if you look at my library of my podcasts, it's the greatest library you're going to see. Woo! Because every episode is something that you're going to learn from it. Is that there's a dark cloud that's top of my head, hanging. And I feel it. And there's a couple of things that I know. And sometimes you start to feel like, damn, what is going on? Does the universe recognize who I am and what I did? I guess we're going to find out in 2025 for sure. But it's one of those things where you say, and for those who are listening out there, when you ask yourself like, damn, what is going on? And it's always that dark cloud. And I always say, there's a dark cloud that's hanging over my head. And because of that dark cloud, sadly, sometimes I feel there's certain things that don't work out because you start to feel that life is not recognizing what you're doing. And the reason why I did this episode is because when you listen to this, you're definitely going to recognize who I am, but I'm definitely going to recognize who you are. Because trust me, for that person that's listening out there that's saying to themselves, like, damn, I feel the same way. You wake up to the same thing, what we learned today. There's a dark cloud. The universe means your life, what surrounds you, what's about your life, what means to you. We're learning so much in this podcast, and that's why I decided to share my little stories. The past and the present and the future is moving together. Hear me out. What I did early in the month to reach out to my past, and the response that I got is what's affecting me in the present. And when I told my beautiful, endearing person that I was talking to yesterday, that sent me the nice, beautiful package that I didn't get, I told him, hey, listen, you're on your little getaway with your whatever it is, but hey, the future is going to be looking very beautiful once you recognize exactly what I did. And once you show to the universe that I'm worth the time, then basically one of the keys that we need to learn is time and devote yourself with something productive. All right, folks, let's make it happen. We learn a little bit of everything in this beautiful Christmas day. Woo! I'm a little bit hungry and I'm going to be heating up some food or whatnot. Normally back then I used to help do like the food drive, toy drives, whatever. But I think I've taken a little bit break out there. For a couple of years, I've kind of had taken a break. And not necessarily like, hey, listen, try to be greedy here or trying to think selfish. It's just that, hey, listen, sometimes when you want to help people, you also cannot forget to help yourself. And, sometimes I do tend to kind of forget to help myself. And the gift that I could give to myself for today is the gift to help myself. We making it happen. Much love out there. Woo! Let's get it. It's the Deconstructing Topic Podcast. I'm out. Peace.